Winton Woods basketball on Waycross TV made possible by Wild Birds Unlimited. Shooters, a great place for the whole team. Anderson Automatic Heating and Cooling. And welcome in here to Winton Woods High School for some varsity girls basketball on tap tonight. Hamilton Big Blue from the Greater Miami Conference. And I'm going against the Winton Woods Warriors. I am Ryan McGahey alongside Dean Lowry. Dean, varsity matchup on tap. What do you think?
I'm really excited for this one, Ryan. We've got a pretty big matchup. They both shared one team in the schedule that kind of gives us an indication of how close this could be. They both played Oak Hills. We saw Winton Woods fall by just 6, and the Hamilton Big Blue were able to come up victorious by just 2, so it could be a close one here. Hopefully a lot closer than the way our reserves and freshman game fared.
So, of course, Hamilton plays in that Greater Miami Conference with Oak Hills. Winton Woods, you know, they're
independent.
Are they all independent?
Yep.
I know their football team is independent. Is that all across the board?
They've got 2 years before they're in the ECC.
They're joining the
FAVC friends.
Yeah, that was the big news. Joining the ECC. You see the Hamilton players being introduced. Looking over at Hamilton, you told me some interesting notes here for one of the girls from the team at least. Who are we looking at over here at Hamilton?
Yeah, you're going to be looking at Cece Riggins. She's walking out on your screen right now. She is leading the GMC in points per game with 16.8. She's second in rebounds, 10.3 rebounds per game. She led the GMC last year in points per game. She was first team GMC. You got to be watching this player. A lot of the offense revolves around her.
And there's an interesting point you made about her, something that could be on tap for tonight.
Yeah, and she's actually catching up to be the all-time Big Blue women's scoring leader. And she's at 1186 points. She is behind Jillian Spurlock, who graduated in 2013, 12-14. So that's just 28 points that CC needs to take over that record, which is doable. We saw her drop 25 just Monday, actually, against Edgewood.
So we know Winton Woods is our Waycross Community School that we're here to watch. So obviously, you know.
Yeah, they're not going to look to let that happen. They're going to look to cut off that scoring.
But that's an interesting little story to keep track of. Is number 21 for Hamilton, CC Riggins, 28 points.
Yeah, that's definitely my key for Winton Woods is to be able to shut her down. We've seen earlier in the year Hamilton, they went on a spree of 3 losses in a row, Princeton, Middletown, and Fairfield, where they were able to hold her down between 10 to 12 points a game. And she bounced back, put up 20-plus in the next 2 games. Let's see where she falls at this.
So the starting 5 here for Winton Woods. Taking the tip off is number 23, Brianna Ball.
And that's Riggins lining up against her.
I see number 5, Sienna Belly. Number 34, Araya Gaines. I see here number 22, Ivana Kinsey. An interesting note here is number 0, freshman guard, Deja Thompson. We saw her considerable minutes in that last game.
Yeah, we did.
That junior varsity game. And here's Hamilton working around. That's CC Riggins right there. She passes. 3-point shot's no good, but there's CC with the offensive rebound. There's 2 quick points.
Rebound the points. I saw the coach has talked about before on how they don't draw up plays specifically for CC to score. She just makes them happen via her athleticism and her basketball IQ, finding those rebounds, putting it back in.
Here's Sienna Bailey bringing it up for Winton Woods. And that ball is stolen by number 3, Anna Cardwell. She looks up, pass is too long, intended for number 5, Leah Smith. I called her name in the JV game, Leah Smith, quite a few times, but it really wasn't her. We had an interesting roster there for the JV team. There's Deja Thompson, and the freshman guard throws it away. She anticipated Bailey coming back to her, but Bailey went the other way. A little miscommunication there, Dean.
Yeah, a little awkward cut there. Thinks they're going down. They talk it over here as they line up on defense.
So Cardwell brings it up for Hamilton.
Kind of
Over to
similar
Smith.
defensive situation going on that we saw in the reserves game here for Winton Woods.
That's Fuller in the corner. Cardwell, Riggins.
Now she goes up. Take a look here as they pass it around the edge, looking for that open spot. Finds Riggins underneath, goes strong to the basket, able to draw a foul.
So that'll send Riggins to the line. She has a chance to increase her total to 4 points. So we're on that 28-point total watch
Yeah,
there.
we're going for it.
And the first one is good. On the year, Riggins 73% shooter from the line. She makes them both there, Dean.
Yep.
4 points. Little full court press here by Hamilton, and it forces the turnover already.
Oh.
And wow, ball thrown away there by Leah Smith.
Seen a couple of errant passes here at the start of the game by both teams. You know the press is coming now. See if they're able to break it.
There's a replay here, Dean, brought to you by Shooters.
Yeah, caused a good turnover, but just not able to find
Winton
Riggins
Woods running
underneath.
down the court. Deja Thompson saves the turnover.
Open underneath.
And then they immediately
it.
turn it right back over. Gaines couldn't handle it.
Warriors responded with their own press.
There's Leah Smith.
There you go. Get it past the line.
Cardwell loses it on the floor. Just ball.
Good find.
Ball over to Bailey. Bailey puts it up and one. That'll get the Warriors on the board.
That was a great heads-up play by Ball. She takes it down, but
There's
sees
a
that the
replay,
real
Dean.
open slot. You'll see it here. Gathers the ball as she drives. Her ankle's cut off. Dishes it to her teammate. Gets the high percentage shot, and she's able to draw a foul as well. You see she kind of hits the edge of the arm there.
Gets the roll there off the rim, and she's shooting one to try to make it a three-point play.
Missed the second.
And the rebound by Hamilton. It's 4-2. Fuller to Riggins. Cardwell.
Oh.
And a shot blocked there by Gaines. She says no,
Yeah,
no
that
thank
was
you.
not happening there. See it again as she drives in, goes straight up. Nice clean block.
So Hamilton will inbound. They'll keep possession. And they get Fuller under the basket. Her shot is blocked, but she does a nice job to get the rebound, but then misses the putback, and Gaines has it.
Yeah, she got another shot off there, even with all of that contention around the rim.
Here's Kenzie now, working on the wing. Tries to get it down the ball. Ball saves the turnover. Thompson now, the freshman guard, running the offense. There's Bailey. Gets over to Ball. Ball will pause. She'll wait for her point guard to come back and reset the offense. Four to 2 is the score. Driving on the baseline, just throws it up.
Another
CC
rebound
Riggins.
for Riggins.
It's number 32 with a three-point shot. She's strong. Here's Ball. Nice pass from Bailey, but a great defensive play by CC Riggins.
Yeah, it was Kira Ash as well, causing that wild play before Riggins was able to come in and capitalize.
Fuller, three-point shot, no good. Rebound by Ball. Kenzie, no good. Rebound by Hamilton, but immediately turned over right back to Winton Woods. Still a 4-2 game early on here, Dean. Ball will inbound. Looking for Thompson, the point guard. No. It's into Gaines. Now they got it to Thompson. She'll set the offense. Looking like a 2-3 zone here for Hamilton, Dean.
Yep, lining up on top.
Bailey, three-point shot. She's too strong off the glass. Thompson with the rebound.
Thought she was going to take another shot at that, but
Ball right at the free throw line, working against Riggins. Thompson's open, three-point shot, and it's in. Deja Thompson.
Yeah, great find in the perimeter, sends it right over that zone. Riggins with the rebound.
And she's going to be fouled underneath. Let's see if they're going to call it on Ball or Deja Thompson. Here's the three-point shot, Dean.
Shot squad, yeah, finds her wide open on the outside. Riggins not able to close the gap quick enough. Puts it right through.
They call that foul on Brianna Ball. That's going to send Riggins to the line for two more. Front end, a little weak, but she gets a nice roll there. Lane violation called somewhere. I think it was on Hamilton, so that'll nullify that free throw.
Not going to count.
And it'll make it a 5-5 game. Full court press again here by Hamilton. Deja Thompson's open. Tries to get it to Gaines. A nice play by, I think that's Samantha Fuller.
Yeah, she's really able to cut off that angle. She's a returning starter from last year. Hamilton actually brought back 4 starters from last year for this
Ball
squad.
will inbound it, but no one touched it, so she's okay to pick it up there on the other side of the half-court line. Deja Thompson, a nice dish underneath.
Good find.
Great pass to Kinsey. Kinsey, an even better pass to Gaines. Gaines puts it home.
Yeah, great execution through the zone there.
Here's Riggins working up top. Ash over to Cardwell. Here's Ash in the corner, three-point shot. A little strong off the far side of the rim. Deja Thompson trying to handle. Great individual play there by Leah Smith, but nothing can come of it.
Yeah, that forced her into Smith. Smith makes a great athletic reaction.
There's a replay of this great pass there underneath, Dean.
Yeah, lots of mustard on that pass there. It almost caught her by surprise. It gets into her hands. She's able to recover, put it right through the basket.
Sienna Bailey will bring the ball up, set the offense for the Warriors. Working against Cardwell. She drives into a double team, gets out. Brianna Ball can shoot it from the elbow. Two-point basket.
The Warriors with Ball and Gaines do have a slight height advantage. The Big Blue do not have any roster players that are 6 foot or above, while Winton Warriors have the Ball and Gaines at 6 and 6'1" respectively.
Smith working, gets it inside to Riggins. Riggins working against Gaines, back to Smith. Smith pulls up jumper. Off the left side of the rim, rebound by Bailey. She looks up and finds Kinsey. Kinsey, another nice dish. To number 2, Ladisha Payne had checked in.
Leg just slipped as she was going to the ground there.
So Deja Thompson is taking a rest. Ladisha Payne is in, number 2.
Yeah, you'll see it here on your replay. That second leg slip is what does it.
Great replay look there, brought to you by Shooters. Great place for the whole team.
It really is. I gotta recommend their cheese curds on air. Very excellent, as well as their fried pickles.
Cheese curds have taken the nation by storm, Dean.
They really have. I think everyone just finally took notice here in the last few years and recognized how much more superior they are to mozzarella sticks.
They're very. I mean, I was a mozzarella stick guy for years, as you can tell by my size.
I had to convert.
And I've switched to cheese curds, which is not helping my size at all. But they're delicious.
They are.
I mean, you get a good cheese curd to pair with a beer and good stuff. Or I'm sorry, a pop.
Yeah, a soda.
Are you a soda guy? You call it soda?
No, I call it pop.
Oh, it would be funny if
trying to lose my Midwestern accent to be a broadcaster.
Soda.
Yeah.
Get some soda. So Hamilton set the inbound there. And it'll be Leah Smith inbounding into Anna Cardwell. And Cardwell bringing up, set the offense for the Big Blue. Here's Fuller. Over to Riggins. Underneath the Cardwell. Nice movement there, but great defense underneath by Bailey.
Yeah, they've been pretty physical underneath from both teams. See a foul there at midcourt.
Payne works it up at Kinsey, and Kinsey gets fouled.
See it here on the replay.
Looks like they're calling on 32.
Yeah, definitely comes right into her body before that ball arrives.
So far, it's the Winton Woods Warriors 9, CC Riggins 5.
Yeah.
Here's Kinsey working against Ash, finds beyond a ball, down low against Riggins.
Good defense.
Fuller with the rebound, picks up the loose ball. Nice shot blocked by Riggins. Cardwell almost carried that ball. Gets it off to Leah Smith. Here's Cardwell now. She's going to drive. Underneath Gaines. Little underhand layup. No good, but Gaines commits the foul to send Cardwell to the line for 2.
Yeah, it does get the shooting foul there. It does a great job getting that ball up to the hoop. It was close.
Here's a
You'll
look.
see a replay. Almost a bit of a Euro step there. She takes. Everyone kind of figured this out, but you got 2 steps in basketball, but they don't have to be in the same direction. You can use that to really cut up the defenders.
And the first of 2 is good. A couple players checking in for Winton Woods. I see number 10, LaAsia Payne, and number 32, Michaela Rogers. So we got 2 Paynes out there. I'll assume they're related. LaDisha Payne and LaAsia Payne, number 2 and number 10 for Winton Woods. And both free throws are good. It's a 9-7 game, 1:15 to go. LaDisha Payne brings the ball up for the Warriors. And it's Kinsey. She has Gaines. No, I'm sorry, that was Rogers down low. Back out to LaAsia Payne. Payne with a nice cut, nice pass by Kinsey. I tell you, Kinsey, she's listed as a shooting guard or a small forward, but she dishes the rock like a point guard.
Yeah, she's finding some really good cuts. The teammates are moving for her. She's finding the holes in really, really difficult spots.
Winton Woods working in the zone right now. It's Fuller. She'll get over to Cardwell.
You can tell the level of experience playing against a tough zone defense really changes from the reserves to this varsity game on both sides.
Ash, back to Cardwell. Leah Smith, back out to Ash. Fuller. They might hold here, Dean. There's 17 seconds left. No, they're going to shoot. Three-pointer, no good. Winton Woods on the floor for it.
Able to find it.
Rebound by LaAsia Payne. Gets it to LaDisha Payne. Payne's going to drive down the side there. And a last-second little lay-in there is good. It'll bring a 11-7 lead for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Yeah, Kira Ash tried to cut off that pass there, but jumping ahead gave her a lane straight to the hole.
Started a 4-0 lead for Hamilton off of CC Riggins' individual effort. And since then, we're looking at an 11-3 run to end the quarter for Winton Woods.
Yeah, Winton Woods really picked up the pressure and the intensity of that game going into the latter half of that quarter. And it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking into the Hamilton huddle right now, you see CC Riggins there. And good look at the gymnasium here at Winton Woods High School. Here's that last play here. That's LaDisha Payne driving on the side.
Yeah, she beat 3 defenders on that play. Nice little finish there. Good finesse.
So the Winton Woods Warriors, what I can tell so far, it looks like they go about 8 or 9 deep on their roster so far. They're just looking at the rotation.
Yeah, we saw them subbing out quite a few players during that game. Everyone very effective in their time. That's Coach Mike Walker organizing his team. They've actually got a pretty big senior class here, the Warriors. They've got what I believe to be 6, 7 seniors.
As we get set for the start of the second quarter here, it'll be number 32 inbounding for Winton Woods, Michaela Rogers. And it'll be LaAsia Payne is going to set up the offense here. It's Kinsey. We've seen her with some good passes so far. Payne from the wing. No good. Rebound Hamilton. Cardwell. Ash working in the corner. Here's Riggins. No good, Riggins. Gaines with the rebound. And here's Payne. This is Ladisha Payne. Kinsey in the corner. Gaines working from the block. Offensive rebound by number 32, Rogers. She puts it back up. She's fouled, no good on the shot.
Yeah, Fuller able to make a clean block at first, but the second rebound, she's just gets a little bit too much. But you can see the replay here.
We'll call that on Fuller, I believe.
Yep, that first one was clean. The second arm, the left arm gets up on top of her shoulder.
Pretty much for Winton Woods in that first quarter, Dean, it's pretty much one basket from each scorer. They had 5 scorers and just one basket each. Nice team effort for Winton Woods in that first quarter.
Yeah, that's especially impressive. Playing against a squad where Riggins was able to use her willpower and exert it on the offensive end and really dominate her team's points.
Misses both free throws. Hamilton. They'll set their offense down as Cardwell finds Smith. Smith working against Payne. Deja Thompson back in for the Warriors. She traveled on the floor there. Great effort there by Deja Thompson to force the turnover.
I saw Mike Walker very happy with that defense there. He's right in their face, clapping them on. Making sure they keep it up here. This lead's only 4.
Deja Payne finds Sienna Bailey. Here's Payne driving. Looking for Ladisha Payne. You think cousins or sisters?
I don't know. I don't think I'm the expert to be deciding on it. Could go either way.
Here goes Smith. She pull-up jumper. It looked good. Didn't get a good bounce. Hard-fought rebound by Riggins. Can't get it to go. She's having a slow night so far. Only 4 points. Leah Smith does a nice job to force Winton Woods to lose the handle, but a great effort there by Bailey. And then Deja Thompson couldn't maintain control, loses the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Hamilton quickly collapses on that ball as soon as they start to see any sort of mishandling.
We'll see Fuller and Ash take a rest for Hamilton. We'll have number 35, Sneed, and number 10, Miracle Riggins, check in. So we have 2 Riggins on the floor for Hamilton and 2 Paynes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think one of the Paynes checked out. Leasia Payne checked out for Winton Woods, as I see a turnover there. Ladisha Payne is still on the floor.
Yeah, Coach Phillips talking to Sneed there.
Rogers is going to take a rest, and Brianna Ball will check back in. Sienna Bailey will bring the ball up for Winton Woods. Ladisha Payne finds Gaines. Ball cut into the basket. Deja Thompson, she finds Bailey.
One more.
Payne is wide open for 3. Just a little short off the front end of the rim. Rebound by Miracle Riggins.
That was a great looking possession though. They ended up finding the open shot due to all those drives.
There's Cece Riggins underneath working against Deja Thompson. That'll send Riggins to the line. An emphatic foul called to the table there by a referee. Deja Thompson commits a foul. CC Riggins. First one misses as Aviana Kinsey will check back in. Deja Thompson will take a break. CC Riggins misses another one. That rebound wrestled away by Gaines.
Yeah, in a close game like this, you don't want to be missing those free
Here's
throws
Kinsey.
early.
From the side there, no good, too strong. Hamilton, Leah Smith up to Cardwell. Cardwell, a little spinneroonie. No good on the shot, but she'll get fouled.
Yeah, I like that move to the basket here you see on her replay. She's able to spin off her defender, get a more open shot, and draw a foul.
Fouls on Sienna Bailey. That'll send Cardwell to the line. Cardwell has 2 points. That's where they came from earlier, 2 for 2 from the line. And she's 3 for 3.
Yeah, she's a junior with already a year of varsity experience. She played as a sophomore last year as a starter.
The only scorers so far for Hamilton in the books are Anna Cardwell and CC Riggins. Cardwell has made both of those. She's made all 4. She's 4 for 4. And then CC Riggins has 5 points. On the floor. And Sienna Bailey might have took a foot to the face there. And we'll get a foul on Brianna Ball, but man, Sienna Bailey was on the floor there. It's dangerous as they were all stepping around her.
Yeah.
And Michaela Rogers is going to check it out here. Watch kind of towards the end of this when Sienna Bailey's down there, all the ball hits her in the face. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was close.
You have 16 fouls for the Winton Woods Warriors. I'm missing the bonus there for Hamilton. Riggins, three-pointer, short.
Fighting for her own rebound, but it's going to come back.
And Kinsey draws a foul, and that's CC Riggins with the foul. Her first, and that's what you want to do if you want Woods. If you got a team that has a high scorer, leading scorer like that, you want to get her in foul trouble.
Yeah, and we discussed how she is also second in the GMC in rebounds, so you know she's fighting underneath. It causes a lot of chances to draw those fouls out.
Here's Gaines working against Riggins. Bailey going to drive. She loses control, but gets it back to Rogers. Rogers in and out. Rebound by CC Rogers, and she's going to be fouled by Ladisha Payne. That will put her on the line for 1-and-1. That's now 17 fouls for the Winton Woods. That'll put them in the bonus for Hamilton.
Yeah, not who you want to be sending at 1-on-1. She's shooting 73% from the free throw line before this game.
Riggins has gone dry from the line. She misses that front end there. And she's missed her last 3. She started 3 for 3. Now she's 3 for 6. And a little kick ball action there. I miss playing kickball in recess when I was in elementary school.
Oh, I'm a big fan of kickball. You got the mat ball, little variant.
And we got equipment. We got a little residue on the floor.
Got the old shoe technique. It's been upgraded to the towel here.
And the third official to the rescue with a towel. There it is.
Yeah. It sounds a lot more pleasant when you use the towel versus the shoe.
But where'd you bat when you play kickball? I was a
leadoff guy. When I was young, I was speeding.
I always brought him in. Oh, yeah.
That's it. I was the kind to just kick it down the third base line and get on first, and then let everyone else try to kick it as far as they can.
Oh, yeah. I was the big home run hitter. Winton Woods set to inbound. Nice individual effort there by Anna Cardwell. But it'll still stay with Winton Woods. Kayla Rogers got to be a little bit more careful with that inbound there, Dean.
Yeah, they're going to be pressing her on this inbound, making it really hard to get it in. Finds it across the court.
Kinsey drives,
nice
dish.
time.
And they will wave off the play.
Yeah, pretty big collision.
I believe that's going to be number 35.
Oh, yeah, she goes up in the air. Defending the hoop, lands right on top of her. Hard foul.
They'll call it on Sneed. That's Hamilton's 5th foul. So inbound under the basket here. It's Bailey. She's looking for Gaines. Changes her mind, going for Kinsey. Kinsey down to Gaines. Out to Payne. Payne going to work the side here. Goes up strong. She's rejected. Here's Leah Smith, and that might be a block foul. That's really close to a charge, but.
Yeah, she was trying to get there. It was just a second too late.
Yeah, another half a second here. Here it is, Dean.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. She's starting to set up. But yeah, that foot just isn't quite set.
Another half second there. That's an offense foul going the other way, but either way, great effort there by Kinsey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cutting off that angle.
It'll put Cardwell on the line.
Return to the towel here as we clean up the floor.
Cardwell only a 60% shooter. She's (18 for 30 from the line going into this game. I'm sorry, that's Leah Smith. She misses the front end. There's Gaines underneath. Ball was tipped away, picked up by Bailey, and we'll have a jump ball. That's going to stay with Winton Woods, but a great effort there by CC Riggins.
Yep, she's able to step up.
Oh, no, actually, it's Hamilton ball. And Cardwell will bring it up. It's Cardwell. Finds Riggins. Cardwell for three. Looks good. A little short off the side of the rim. Rebound picked up by LaDesha Payne. Bailey over to Kinsey. Gaines throws it away, looking for Payne.
Not a strong pass there. It's going to cause a turnover.
Number 10, Leasia Payne checking in. Sienna Bailey checking out. Haven't seen much of Deja Thompson here in the second quarter since she picked up her second foul. Might not see her again until the third quarter. So the front court for the Warriors has both the Paynes. Leah Smith goes up with a one-hand jumper. Payne couldn't save it. Leah Smith takes the ball away. She goes up strong, going to draw a foul from Gaines. Got to bring Leah Smith back to the line. She's 0 for 1 for the night.
Yeah,
50% on the year.
She got caught with her arms down here as she drives the lane. You'll see she gets up late, and that causes her to
keep the
ride
hands
up.
straight up.
Yep.
So Leah Smith makes her first the front end. She's 1 for 2. And she misses the second. Rebound by Leasia Payne. Looks up, finds LaDesha Payne. It's Kinsey. Working at the top against Cardwell. There's Rogers. Gets Gaines against Riggins. And Riggins rips that rebound away from Gaines.
Yeah, we talked about trying to get Riggins in foul trouble. They dribble right at her in that play.
And nice basket there by Cardwell. We got a lead change, 12 to 11. Here's Payne. And we're going to have a timeout by Winton Woods. Dean, we started 4-0 Hamilton, and we saw an 11-3 run for Winton Woods. Since then, we got a 7-0 run to get it 12 to 11 Hamilton.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of turnovers happen in the meantime there, both between blocks, errant passes, some awkward rebounding on even the defensive end there. Just giveaways in parts of the court you really don't want to have happen.
Is Deja Thompson being out? Is that the difference?
It really could be. She's been doing a great job keeping that ball secure, but as soon as she got into foul trouble, we've seen the momentum really swing back into Hamilton's favor.
So if you're in this huddle right now, Dean, if you're the head coach, put yourself in his mind right now. What is he saying?
I think you just got to calm everyone down. You got a little bit frustrated. You've got those turnovers in a row. You got to talk to him, play your game. He's got to take a look at how Hamilton's been lining up. Most of the time they've been lining up in that 2-3 zone. And give something that is easy enough to execute that they can get some confidence back and then get their mojo flowing. Yeah,
I don't like what you said there about calming down, because that's what it seems when they come down to the floor for offense, it seems like they're frantic. Mm-hmm. And so I definitely agree with calm down. I'd also add maybe playing smart.
Yeah.
Protecting the ball. And here's Kinsey working against Leah Smith.
Yeah, you got to pass with a purpose here. We've had a couple of passes where as soon as you get too light on it, it's being stolen.
There's Gaines going down the baseline, trying to go underneath. And right there, now taking care of the ball. Mm-hmm. Literally, that was a handoff. They really just fumbled a handoff there.
Yeah, it's just an awkward position. They both reach out for the ball at the same time, lose it out. Talking about passing with a purpose, she kind of just leaves it out there. Neither person grabs it immediately. It bounces off them.
Cardwell brings it up, gets it to Leah Smith over to CC Riggins. There's Miracle Riggins. Now Sneed in the middle right from the elbow. No good. Barely catches any backboard. Michaela Rogers rebounds. Kinsey will bring it up. Kinsey finds Rogers. And
on the arm. That's going to be on Riggins.
that's Cece Riggins with her second. They're not ready for the sub just yet. Now immediately you get Jaden Isaacs coming off the bench here for Hamilton.
As well as Samantha Fuller.
Samantha Fuller checking back in, and with 2 fouls, CC Riggins steps out, most likely for the end of that till the end of the half.
Yeah, I would expect that as well.
And a nice inbound play there is Gaines with a cut to the basket.
Riggins been on Gaines underneath the hoop there. As soon as they sub her out, they look right underneath the hoop and capitalize.
We'll see where the offense will come from for Hamilton. Right now, Cardwell working. Leah Smith. Here's Miracle Riggins. Fuller. Cardwell from the corner. Short, hits off the side of the backboard, picked up by LaDeja Payne. Kinsey's running. She got LaDeja Payne. LaDeja Payne goes up strong, blocking foul on Miracle Riggins.
That's something we hadn't seen earlier in that run, too, is Winton Woods getting down in transition very quickly, finding the open woman, takes it to the hoop, draws a foul.
So Kira Ash here at the table getting ready to check back in for Hamilton as LaDeja Payne gets set for a free throw. The Warriors have taken back the lead, 13-12. Fourth lead change. Payne, high arcing free throw shot. That must be something they teach here.
Yeah,
and I like it.
Noticed that. We've seen that from 3 Warriors now.
So a couple subs. Ash comes back in, gets Cardwell a breather. And it's now 15-12.
Got the timeout in time.
Luckily, before she threw the pass in.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw, she threw the pass in and it hit off the backboard.
I think it took a deflection. It was kind of hard to catch. She threw that ball hard. But yeah, he got it in just in time. They were definitely overwhelmed by the pressure exerted by the Winton Woods Warriors on that inbounds pass.
And you got 3 timeouts left here for Hamilton as they take another one to talk about what they want to do for this last minute here.
Yeah, and I think if you have your star player out for the bit of foul trouble, you just want to take it slow here. Make sure you get that last shot. There's not too much time left on the clock. Make sure your shot counts, A. Make sure you get a nice open opportunity. And so if you get that early, you're going to take it, but you don't want to leave too much room for Winton Woods to add to this lead before the half.
So to reset, it's 15-12, about a minute remaining. It'll be Hamilton's ball inbounding underneath the basket.
Yeah, I'm curious if the Warriors, after showing press and letting them take a timeout to think about it, if they actually line back up in it or if they come at half court.
I was always a fan of the old Bob Huggins half-court trap defense.
That's my favorite way of playing as well. Had a great interview of him on ESPN last night.
Yeah, I was watching that game. That was a beatdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Let's go Cats.
They are back in that kind of I'll call it a quasi full court press.
Yeah.
Not really a.
Not letting it be too easy.
Here's Ash as Kinsey missed on a steal. Miracle Riggins underneath. Leah Smith working against Payne. Ash working against the other Payne as both Paynes go in to try to force a jump ball situation.
Yep.
And it'll go the other way.
You see a bit of a gap in the zone, but they collapse immediately.
Yeah,
as soon as she
both Paynes working together to get in there and get their hand on the ball. 32 seconds left. CC Riggins. Interesting you put her in on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing too.
Cardwell's coming back in as well.
They do have Samantha Fuller back in, which is their other height down low for Hamilton. So maybe they're thinking that matchup could stop Raines and not have trouble in the last one, or Gaines, excuse me.
25 seconds left. Here's Gaines and back out to Bailey. Bailey going to work back down to Gaines. Gaines is open. And let's see if they're going to call this on. It's going to be on Hamilton.
Yeah,
and it'll be on Fuller.
Really?
And Gaines there, I'd like to see her go up that first time.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. That was definitely her best shot opportunity right here. As you see, she turns up to the hoop, but take the pump fake. It's fouled from behind
just
by
go.
Fuller.
I mean, you're the tallest girl on the team. Just go.
Yeah.
Here's Gaines. And she gets a little roll off the front end there.
Yeah,
make it 16 to 12.
She brought it down into that triple threat stance perfectly. Just got to bring it up strong. A little bit of hesitation could cost her, but she's making these free throws count. So
Use your height and use your strength. She gets both to go, 17 to 12. So Hamilton will have a chance here.
Yeah, they're going to try to slow him down here as they take it down the court.
Cardwell gets it over to Leah Smith. Leah Smith's got to get over the line. That might be, they're going to call a jump ball. That'll go with Hamilton, I believe. Will keep possession.
Yeah, excellent defensive play by the Warriors there. Not only did they take that time off the clock, they were able to cut a jump ball for the possession arrow.
I think Winton Woods may have just taken a timeout.
Yeah, 30-second timeout for the Warriors here.
We're going to check Michaela Rogers back in for the defensive possession.
It's kind of an interesting timeout call with how little time's on the clock, but get a big stop, get some momentum going into the half.
Well, what's interesting was Hamilton was thinking about taking a timeout, but I think he looked up and saw that he only had 3, and he said, you know what, just go.
Yeah, keep him.
And then, like almost as he said that, Winton Woods took their timeout.
Yeah, Winton Woods was counting on that timeout to happen for Hamilton.
So right in front of us here, Leah Smith will inbound. We'll see what they have drawn up on both sides.
Pretty tight man by the Warriors as they line up.
I try to get CeCe Riggins off a screen.
He's up top.
Right back to Leah Smith. 3 seconds. Cardwell's going to shoot it, and she's way short.
That'll be the half.
So 17 to 12 here in the first half. Dean, what do you think going into halftime here?
It's been a pretty low-scoring game, so going into the second half, just who's able to capitalize on their chances the best. Because we've had a lot of great defense happening. There's not been very many easy shots for both teams. So when you do get those shots, you got to put them in.
All right, halftime here at Winton Woods. Good crowd on hand. Winton Woods Warriors lead 17 to 12 over Hamilton Big Blue. Come back and join us for the second half. Winton Woods basketball on Waycross TV made possible by Wild Birds Unlimited. Shooters, a great place for the whole team. Anderson Automatic Heating and Cooling. Welcome back in here for the start of the second half at Winton Woods High School. 17 to 12, Winton Woods Warriors leading the Hamilton Big Blue. Dean, we got some first half stats to go over. What do the stat sheets tell you about the game so far?
The real story in the stats here is that a real focused attack coming out from Hamilton Big Blue. We've got only 3 point scorers on the team. We got Riggins with 5, Cardwell leading with 6, and Leah Smith with 1 free throw to add on. When you compare that to the Winton Woods Warriors, they've got points spread out between 5 different players. Gaines with 6, Payne with 4, Thompson with 3, and Bailey and Ball with 2 apiece.
And then that big matchup we're looking at is underneath there, Gaines versus Riggins. Riggins, 5 points, 7 boards. Gaines, 6 points, 5 boards, both with 2 fouls. So we're keeping an eye on that matchup as we go along.
Yeah, that's really been a battle underneath.
And speaking of battles underneath there, Dean, on the floor, it's Cardwell and Bailey fighting for the ball. Jump ball earned. Cardwell gets possession for Hamilton.
Yeah, setting a real physical tone at the start of this half. We saw a pretty physical first half. Looks like that'll continue here.
Ash working over to Leah Smith. Back to Cardwell to run the offense.
Fuller underneath.
Fuller, 3-point shot up and good for Fuller.
She'll add to that list of scoring Big Blue members.
Underneath the Gaines, back out to Deja Thompson. She's long on her free throw, on her shot. Brianna Ball gets the rebound. And the putback for Brianna Ball. Fuller again from the corner, and it's good! Oh.
She's heating up, Ryan.
And we have a body foul on Cardwell as Bailey went up.
Yeah, that'll slow down the game a little bit here.
Here's the second 3 here by Fuller. Replay brought to you by Shooters.
Finds a spot in the corner. It can't be more in than that.
She likes that spot. She's hit, I believe, 3 of them from there. Remember, no, 2. She's hit 2, but she's taken a couple other shots from there.
Yeah, she's looked for it before. She seemed to find it after that half. I saw her warming up with a couple of those edge shots here right before this half started.
And Bailey makes her first free throw. She misses her second. Fuller with the rebound. So Fuller, a big producer here in the early going. That's going to be a foul on Brianna Ball.
I believe that's her third.
That'll get Michaela Rogers coming off the bench to check in for Ball.
Yeah,
Ball's in
come
foul
out.
trouble. Each team with one foul. Cardwell will set the offense. Cardwell pull up jumper, no good. Riggins underneath. Good defense by Michaela Rogers to help out. Gaines finds Kinsey. Kinsey up court. Tries to get it to Rogers. She does. And the basket by Rogers is good. What a pass by Kinsey.
Yeah, it was a long find under the basket. Sets up a nice, easy put in.
Here's Ash off the screen. Takes a shot. And Leah Smith tried to save it. Lost the handle. Could not save it.
Ball bounced out of bounds here right in front of this Hamilton bench.
Watch her, the ball here. Good look. Just touches the line.
Up the line.
Kayla Rogers will inbound into Deja Thompson, and an ill-advised pass there by Rogers. Didn't even give Thompson a chance to grab it. Thompson gets the rebound.
Stop the ball quickly.
And she walked. She drug her pivot foot there, trying to find somebody to pass to.
Yeah, you quickly pick up the defense there after not pressing the last few possessions. It'll really fluster you.
So it's Leah Smith to inbound on the baseline underneath the basket. She tries to find CeCe Riggins, but Gaines smacks it away.
Really?
And Michaela Rogers draws the foul.
And Riggins, yeah, that was a close one.
And that was the third on CeCe Riggins. This storyline getting more interesting here.
Her hand definitely got onto her wrist. There wasn't like a hard contact, but there was definitely contact.
Deja Thompson working against Kira Ash. It's Kinsey finds Bailey. Kinsey to Michaela Rogers. Rogers down to Gaines. Gaines against Fuller. Fuller with a little bit of a shot block there. And they're going to call Fuller with a foul. I didn't see that one, Dean.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Phillips here also not happy with that one.
The replay, I mean, she blocked the shot, and then they were both fighting for the ball, and they called a foul on her.
Yeah.
Now Miracle Riggins and Jade Chapin will get to set the check back in for their respective teams. Here's a look at that replay, Dean.
Let's see, she comes up strong the first one.
All ball there,
Ball's
and then they're
blocked.
just. Gaines makes that free throw. The only thing I think of there is maybe when Fuller was going back up to get that second chance, maybe she put her hand on to use his leverage to push
signal was
off.
on the arm on the shot, which is interesting.
There's Ash. Ash going to shoot the three-pointer, and it looks good.
Yeah. She starts looking for that pass long enough. They give her a little bit of space, and she makes it pay.
She flicked that one up with some confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Deja Thompson working over to Bailey. Kinsey with a little head fake. Deja Thompson underneath. She's going to pull it back out. And she throws it away. Tipped away by Cardwell, picked up by Smith. Back to Cardwell. Cardwell goes up strong.
Yep.
And we'll have a foul.
Pretty clear one there as you're going to see this replay. That long pass out, a little risky there, and Hamilton's able to aggressively get up, pick that ball, goes back to Cardwell. Cardwell goes to the hole, but definitely fouled there.
And then Deja Thompson just picked up her third personal foul, a young freshman. So she'll likely get some rest here soon.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, Hamilton went on that run when she got subbed out in the second quarter.
And Cardwell makes the first. It's 23-22. And she ties it up, 23-23. the first half. We had a 1 tie and 3 lead changes. Got another tie game here. Looking at another possible lead change next time somebody scores. Thompson almost threw that one away. Got to wonder if the young freshman's feeling some pressure. But Gaines will take away some of that pressure or that bucket.
Yeah, Gaines finds that ball underneath. Riggins has to be very conservative about her defense. She knows she's in foul trouble. She stays straight up and not really able to contest the shot as well as she could otherwise.
Warriors running a 2-3 zone right now. Cardwell working underneath against Gaines.
Doesn't get the foul.
Nice job. LaDacia Payne almost went to grab that ball, but she's disciplined enough not to. And just let it go out of bounds. Kenzie's going to try to rush it up court. She loses the handle. Bailey's there to save it.
Good block.
Shot blocked there by Miracle Riggins. Yep.
Here's a replay of that as that ball gets passed inside. Riggins gets straight up here. Nice clean block.
Great patience there by Riggins to wait for the ball. A lot of people get impatient, and that's where the fouls come from, hacking the wrist.
Yeah, you start reaching too early, you'll get called.
LaDacia Payne wide open off the inbound pass, and she drains that shot. We're back to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, that pass landed right in her shooting position, and she takes advantage of that.
And here's Cardwell. Over to Smith. Here's Cece Riggins. Back to Leah Smith. Back to Riggins. Riggins is going to drive. Goes up against Gaines. She can't get it. She gets her own offensive rebound. And Kenzie's going to reject the shot, but she's going to commit a foul in the process. That'll put Riggins back on the line.
Yeah, that was a good example of how Riggins is able to cause her own points as she takes a nice drive to the hoop, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and draws the foul. Now we saw Riggins uncharacteristically missing free throws here in the first half. I saw her warming them up at halftime.
I mean, coming in, she's a 73% free throw shooter, but so far today, she was only 3 of 6. So
including 3 in a row.
Statistics would say she's going to make both of these. Announcer curse.
Yeah.
She's 3 for 7. Got to wonder if something's going on there mentally at the line, in her own head.
Yeah, as soon as you start missing a few, you start overthinking it, I think. You got to keep that nice and consistent. She's able to fix it for that
maybe
shot.
That'll get her back on track.
Yep.
She's now 4 for 8 from the line, a 3-point game here. 3:38 to go in the third. Tandra Smoot, who is a star in the JV game, is checked in here for the varsity squad, number 11.
Oh, I'm on Winton Woods, though.
Yeah. She was a big, we saw her in that JV game. She was a big star in that game, and so she's getting some time now with, I mean, you guys seeing Bailey out there, but, you know, you're looking at Kenzie's in foul trouble. Deja Thompson's in foul trouble, so.
Reaching into that bench.
Next lady up here, and it's Smoot. Here's Cardwell. It's Leah Smith. Back to Cardwell. Leah Smith. Let's see if she'll do anything. Back over to Cardwell. Cardwell looking at the drive, pulls it back out. She has Ash to her right.
Ash looking for that ball.
There it is. And she's draining them now. That's a tie game.
Yeah, as soon as that ball came up top, she was clapping. She was in her spot, ready for that. Gets a chance at it, makes it count.
Smoot gets it into Rogers.
Turnover.
Rogers loses the handle. Here's Leah Smith. She goes up. Miracle Riggins rebound and a putback by Cece Riggins. Excuse me, Cece Riggins. The rebound and the putback. Now a lead for Hamilton. As Gaines tries to go up, she gets fouled. Who was that foul on? Oh, it's Miracle Riggins, not Cece. It's number 10, not 21. Oh, if that was Cece, that would have been 4, but it's Miracle instead.
Hamilton. Here's a replay of this as ball stolen, gets a chance. This layup's just too hard, but Riggins there. Pulls down the rebound strong, puts it back in.
Gaines makes the first of her free throws. I'll make it 29-28.
Yeah, Gaines has been very consistent on putting these free throws through here. And she's gone to the line a lot, been drawing a lot of fouls.
And, of course, the
I know. I was ready for it when I was saying it.
Leah Smith. She's got Kira Ash. Ash tries to go up. LaDacia Payne. I thought LaDacia Payne might have had a clean block there, Dean, but they're going to call it a shooting foul.
I definitely heard that contact with the ball, but possibly another arm or right before it might have caught the player. Now Ash will step up to the line.
Let's see if she can make free throws as good as she does threes. And Ash makes the first of two. Here's the replay of the foul. It looks like she got a little bit in the hand there. Here's the second of two shots. She made the first. And she makes a second. It's a 3-point lead now. This might be Hamilton's largest lead.
Yeah, I believe so.
No, they started with 4-0 run.
At the start?
Yeah. All right, so here's Bailey. We got another new player in for, that's Taylor White, another JV player that was a big star of that JV game. Michaela Rogers back out to Bailey. Bailey, that looks good. It's just a little strong. There's Payne. Payne's got to be careful. And a hard foul on Cardwell, but no foul, no foul, no foul. And she just went hard into the padding there.
Yeah, it looks like she's up and all right. Took a bit of a hard spill.
Here's this replay here. So it looks like she has all ball there, so that's why there's no foul.
Yeah. Ball was tangled up.
Not a lot of room from the baseline to the padding there.
Comes right into that padding. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and give her some rest. She's hobbling.
Fuller's going to check in, and Cardwell will check out. So Leah Smith will inbound. Goes long for Fuller. Oh, Woo. Toe in the line, Dean. That's the classic definition right there. Leah Smith, a nice drive right down the lane.
Wow.
And we have a 5-point lead now. Now our largest lead of the game for Hamilton.
Yeah, and you can hear that big blue bench erupt as soon as that ball goes in. Ooh, that was close for Cece.
Here's Bailey. White's going to drive. Little one-hand floater's up and good. Taylor White points in the JV game, points in the varsity game.
Yeah. Answers back for Winton Woods. They needed that right there before that run starts to take off.
Good CC Riggins, a good cut to the basket. A nice pass by Miracle Riggins.
Yeah, they teach you that pick and roll. As soon as you start learning how to play basketball, she executed that perfectly there.
CC Riggins is starting to feel it for Hamilton. If you're Winton Woods, you got to shut it down. Here's Michaela Rogers. White's wide open. Oh, just off the front of the rim, but Rogers with a great offensive rebound and a putback by Rogers.
Yeah, Miracle lost track of her mark there to box out.
Leah Smith, there's Phillips. Fuller, here's Ash for a three-pointer. She missed it. Rogers and Ash fighting for the ball. He'll call a quick jump ball there, and that'll be Winton Woods' ball.
Yeah, quick jump ball before it gets a little too physical for the later parts of this game. See a short three there, but then the
putback by
rebound.
Michaela Rogers.
There to send it in.
So Ash will check out. And we'll have Kinsey bringing the ball up for Winton Woods.
Yeah, planting Bailey. She's looking for that ball in the middle.
And Rogers throws another one away.
Yeah, tries to throw it all the way over the zone. That's
Rogers has turned the ball over a few times. Here's Leah Smith wide open for three. Off the back of the rim. Oh. Sienna Bailey. She's going to drive the whole length of the floor. She has help. She doesn't use it. And she gets the bucket. And then she's going to go to the line for a chance for a three-point play. She had help to her left and right. She didn't take it. She didn't need it, Dean.
No, she really did not. It looked like Cardwell was trying to set for getting that charge call, but just did not get her feet planted. Still moving clearly.
Wonderful individual effort there by Bailey to take it the full length of the floor.
Bailey came from what would have been the three-point line for that rebound. She saw that bounce coming from a mile away, hustled right down, got it, took it all the way back down the court.
Let's see if she can complete this three-point play.
Only 1 second after this ball goes through here.
And she's strong off the back of the rim, but Michaela Rogers was down there to fight up for the ball, but not enough time. And Dean,
just a one-point game.
We're in for a game here.
Yeah, this has been really tough fought by both teams all the way through. I'm glad we're getting a nice close one here after a bit of a one-sided affair from the reserves earlier. 35-34.
So into the third quarter here, 35-34.
Yeah, Hamilton able to hold on to that 1-point lead.
Looking at our stat sheets here, CeCe Riggins, she's got a double-double, 10 points, 11 boards.
Yeah, you can really see that just from watching it live. It seems like every time that ball is bouncing around the hoop, you have Riggins going up and grabbing it.
And then Cardwell, 8 points, 6 of those from the line. Cardwell 6 of 6, so if you get into a fouling situation, if you're Winton Woods, you know who not to foul.
She's definitely feeling it today. And, yeah, with a close game like this, that's a very real possibility.
The biggest difference in that quarter to me is you see Kira Ash with 8 points and Samantha Fuller with 6. That's 14 points in that one quarter.
From the first half.
Then you look at Winton Woods here. Winton Woods still the same. It's just spread out. I mean, Rogers with 4, Ball with 4. Area Gaines with 10. That's your biggest scorer there. And then LaDacia Payne with 6.
Yeah, they're spreading out their minutes. They're spreading out their offensive production.
I mean, we've seen Deja Thompson, a freshman, playing. We've seen White and Smoot both on the JV squad who are playing here tonight. So good deep bench there for the
it's really
Wood team.
Especially those underclassmen stepping up.
All right, back in action here, fourth quarter. 3-point shot for Leah Smith is good. That'll make it a 4-point lead again for Hamilton. Her largest lead of the day was 5. Winton Woods' largest lead was 5. Here's LaDacia Payne trying to shorten the current lead. And Mackenzie took about 4 steps there. There's Leah Smith.
Yeah, only a sophomore. Talking about underclassmen stepping up. Here's one for Big Blue.
Cardwell finds Miracle Riggins. Out to Leah Smith. Leah Smith can't handle it. She gets it back. Bailey Garden. We got 5-on-5 there.
And CeCe started making a cut on that play, and immediately two Winton Woods shade that
Here's Fuller.
direction.
Thought Fuller might shoot it there. She didn't. Cardwell. Let's find Leah Smith. Bailey quickly is on her in a little zone here.
Oh. Riggins again.
Riggins offensive rebound. Let's see who they're going to call that foul on.
That's going to be on
Gaines. That's Gaines' third.
Here's that replay. Riggins getting up tall. Using those long arms. Pulling it down strong.
So here's Riggins, 4 of 8, 50% tonight, 73% coming in. And there she makes that one. She makes this, that'll get her to 60% for the night, which would be closer to her season average. She does. And Winton Woods with a long pass there, knocked away by Hamilton. It'll stay with Winton Woods.
Yep, quick collapse there by Big Blue. They started trying to move the ball down really fast on him, but good awareness.
6-point lead for Hamilton. Here's Brianna Ball back in the game, working against the double team underneath. Gaines with an offensive rebound, too strong on the putback. Gaines still fighting for it. Payne gets the loose ball. Oh. And she loses the handle out of bounds over there on the far side of the court.
Yeah, she looked to reset that by bringing it up top, but Riggins saw that coming and cut her off, made her pressure into her teammates. Gets a little flustered, ball goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you the thing keeping Winton Woods in the game right now is points off the bench. 12 compared to 0. 12 for Winton Woods, 0 for Hamilton.
Strong drive.
Cardwell with a nice drive. Good rebound
Fuller's
by
open.
Miracle. Oh,
Is it?
Fuller was open. I'd take that all day.
That must not be her spot. You've seen her square up in the corners.
Leah Smith tries to drive. Cardwell will drive.
Uh,
Oh, she walked.
Yep.
She pulled back and was going to.
I was going to say, I thought they were calling a foul for a second. I was about to be a little concerned. But
Here you go. She'll step back here in a second, and then she'll start walking again.
that's at least a double dribble, if not a travel.
Something.
Yeah.
Something illegal happened there. We're not sure
Yeah.
what. Just something happened.
Gets her to pick up the dribble earlier.
There's LaDacia Payne. Gaines working against Fuller. Bailey right at the free throw line. She's going to take it, and she makes it.
They've moved where Riggins is setting up on Cece Riggins is setting up on defense, keeping her outside, trying to keep her from that foul trouble.
Back to a 4-point game. Only 5:35 remaining. Miracle Riggins gets it back out to Cardwell. Leah Smith. Here's
Looking
Fuller.
for a cut into the lane here. It's covered.
Cardwell over to Miracle Riggins. There's another cut, but no pass.
They're pulling Gaines out
Fuller.
from the center. Ball's bouncing around. Riggins
CC
again.
Riggins with that offensive rebound
Wow.
and 2 more points. Brianna Ball is open. She stepped on the line. Unforced turnover there. That might have been forced by
Yeah, a little
Fuller.
bit.
Good positioning, I think, on the baseline there.
Yeah, cut off a lot of the angle she was looking for there. You see it on the replay here.
Fuller with
outside.
the 3-point. Yeah.
The ball is going to bounce through. In that second chance, Riggins just able to pick it up, go up strong to the hoop.
She is strong underneath that basket.
That makes sense. We see her second in the GMC coming into this game in rebounds. Really showing that today. Leading her team, leading the game in rebounds.
She's up to 14 points and 12 boards. And that's off of Hamilton's. Or Winton Woods lost the handle there. So it'll be Hamilton's ball. Kara Ash off the screen. It's just a hair short. Riggins another
again.
offensive rebound. That's going to be foul on Brianna Ball. That'll send Riggins back to the line. Brianna Ball's 4th foul.
Oh, yeah, that could be
So
costly.
that'll put her in foul trouble. Might have to get her out of the game.
Yeah, that's part of that slight height advantage I was talking about earlier. Brianna Ball at 6 feet on the roster.
And I'll get Gaines back in. And they'll bring Taylor White out.
Ball thought she was coming out after the 4th foul, but electing to keep her in here.
She makes both.
In.
So I assume she's probably going to get that record in her next game.
Yeah, she's setting her up to make it a pretty easy chance for her.
Kenzie tries to dribble through the legs. What an effort there on the ground by Ball. Gets it back out to Bailey. Bailey drives the lane and a little one-hand layup off the glass, and it's good. Back to a 6-point game. Winton Woods has some work to do to get back in it. 44-38. So now here's where that whole no shot clock thing comes into play. Hamilton can essentially pass the ball around and hold it as long as they wish.
Try to get Winton Woods to make a mistake.
And Winton Woods, Hamilton is in the bonus, so any kind of a foul here will put Hamilton on the line. There's Cece working against Kenzie. Fuller against Gaines.
Yeah, Coach Phillips calling out the commands here for his team.
Here's Leah Smith. Gets it to Fuller. CC Riggins working over on the wing. Back out to Cardwell. And Winton Woods is going to have to force the action here. They're not going to be able to sit back and just let Hamilton dribble the ball and pass
Hamilton's
it.
just going to keep looking. Just as soon as they find a good chance, that's what they're taking. But for now, they'll take this all day.
Like right now, Bailey has to be close. You have to cllose guard.
Oh,
Kick
nice
back out
dish
to
from
Ash.
Riggins.
It's long,
Fuller's
but
wide open.
Fuller's there. And the putback. And you're talking about a minute and 40-second possession there.
Yeah, and they made it count. Riggins drove in, gathered all 3 defenders, dished it out, and then after the miss, that leaves
Kenzie
Fuller
wide open for 3. Missed.
Maybe a chance for transition. Oh, yeah,
And
that's
a big, hard foul there by Bailey on Leah Smith. Here's
you see all 3 defenders are drugged to CC Riggins. At least Fuller underneath, not boxed out. Just picks up that ball, puts it right back in.
replay of that putback brought to you by Shooters. And Leah Smith makes her first one as Smoot checks back in. Gaines will check out. Can get to a double-digit lead here with a successful free throw.
It's been a pretty big change in this quarter. We've seen a close game the entire time, and now all the way up to 10. Very important possession for the Warriors here.
Got to come away with something here. And here's Bailey. And they throw it away.
Yeah.
All right, that's, you know.
Exactly what you don't want to see. You got to at least take it to the basket. Try to draw a foul maybe. Get a shot off.
Now get Taylor White to check back in for. Bailey's going to check out.
Yeah, they're going to start the press now.
So Smoot is guarding Cardwell. Cardwell makes easy work there. Leah Smith gets to Ash in the corner. Ash feigns a drive. Leah Smith wide open to cut the lane. And great defense there by Winton Woods. Payne, she has ball. Ball back to Kenzie. Good movement there, and that's going to be a foul on 42. Fuller. That'll send Kenzie to the line.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay here. A couple of great passes. Fuller gets underneath. Goes up a little early. Does get some body contact. Good sell, I would say. Like, definitely got hit, but making sure that foul gets called.
Strategic coaching decision here, Dean. If Kenzie makes the first one, do you kind of give her that little head wink or a little wink and a nod to kind of miss the second?
I think it's too early for that right now. You got to take those points when you can get them. Especially with how hard they've had of a time moving the ball around and getting good shots. Free throw is probably your best opportunity.
It's Kenzie's second shot, and it does not get a successful roll. No chance in a rebound for Winton Woods. Long pass by Riggins, and they throw it away. They threw it away there, Dean.
Yeah, that's part of the reason you got to make those free throws, and now you get a chance. I mean, Big Blue, they give you the ball right back. They're a bit of a careless mistake there. Definitely not what you want to see. We've seen them take those long possessions last few tries.
You talk about new analytics all over baseball and basketball and sports. From here on out, you must have to have a 100% efficiency rating for every possession.
Yes.
In order to
once you get in crunch time,
get back in it. Here's Kenzie, a little jump step. Ball gets knocked away. No,
I think she lost it.
Yeah, say Hamilton ball.
Made a really strong jump step, but so strong that she lost the handle of the ball.
So Taylor White will check in. Gaines checks out. Here's Smoot working against Cardwell.
Yeah, take a second, let your offensive numbers get down the floor. Good heads-up play.
Ash is wide open. Smith is wide open. Three-point shot.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to be pretty.
That was perfect execution by Hamilton.
That's
on that
nails
drive.
halfway in the coffin right there.
Yeah, it is.
And then the turnover. This might be it.
Yep.
Yeah. 53-39. It's a 14-point lead. 1 minute to go. Never say never, but.
Yeah, it's really gotten out of hand here right at the end.
Here's Ball with a one-hand shot. No good.
Rebound.
Riggins with another rebound. Cardwell wide open. Little Euro step. She likes that little
Good
Euro
block.
step. Good block there by Payne. Hamilton's coach just looked back at his bench and said, why are we going to the basket?
And I definitely agree with him there.
Oh, there's Payne. And a nice
Nice
swipe
clean
there
steal.
by Cardwell.
Here's one of those chances.
And they're going to go.
You gotta take it slow.
Smoot.
Gotta take it slow.
There you go. Little JV action there.
Yeah.
And then Brianna Ball can't handle the
This
good
is
pass.
definitely more reminiscent of after we saw such great execution by both teams.
If I'm Winton Woods, I'm looking at Smoot and White and getting them some more action.
Yeah, they've been playing really strong. They've been holding up with the varsity squad. Definitely a good future in their program here.
And then we saw the freshman Deja Thompson earlier. She just needs to stay out of foul trouble, I think. A good young core for this Winton Woods team coming up here. If they keep them all together. The ECC putting y'all on notice right now.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, you imagine these kids in 2 years from now, Smoot and White and Thompson in 2 years in the ECC.
Yeah, I can see
And
it.
here comes White right now. Get you some points. There you go, at the buzzer. Count it.
Oh, sure, they'll give it to her.
And they do count it. So 53-41 is your final. We get our handshakes here. Taylor White, gets a little cleanup points there. Not the result that Winton Woods won at Dean.
Yeah, they kept it close for a while. It just got out of hand right at the end. It's just started to get outclassed, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, so we saw just the 2 scores for Hamilton at halftime, but by the end of the game, everybody was on the board.
Yeah.
And the biggest difference that we saw, Kira Ash and Samantha Fuller.
Yeah, Ash really stepped up. We saw she was actually a second team on the GMC all-conference team last year. She really steps up in the second half. She was kind of MIA in the first.
And then in your final stats, just looking Riggins 16 points, 16 rebounds.
That's
Ash and
impressive
Fuller
line.
both had 0 at halftime. They end up with 8 apiece. And Leah Smith had 1 at halftime. She ends up with 13. So there's your big difference in the second half for Hamilton. Final thoughts, Dean?
Yeah, I mean, we saw Winton Woods get a lot of points coming off the bench, but Hamilton had their starters just really step it up in the second half. I don't know what was in the halftime speech there from Coach Phillips, but really seemed to invigorate them and took it away in the second half.
All right, for Waycross Community TV, for Tony Suarez, for all the crew, I'm Ryan McGahey along with Dean Lowry. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy everything. Good night, folks. Winton Woods basketball on Waycross TV made possible by Wild Birds Unlimited. Shooters, a great place for the whole team. Anderson Automatic Heating and Cooling.